2011 was the last time Microsoft released a webcam. That is until now, as they have released a Microsoft Modern. Now if you've seen any pictures of this online, you may think that it looks quite a bulky unit. I was shocked when it arrived, as it is really small and looks great. The pictures online just don't do it justice. It can achieve 1080p in resolution and 30 frames per second. It connects through USB-A and the cable is inbuilt into the back of the unit. It has a built-in privacy cover on the front which slides across to cover the lens. Rubber pads are on the inside to keep it stable when installing it onto your screen and prevent it from causing damage. If you don't want it on your screen, then you can install it onto a tripod as it has a 1/4 inch thread on the bottom. The head can be moved up and down, but there is no sideways tilt or rotation available on this. Beginning with footage in a dark room, and the image speaks for itself. It is awful. There is so much pixelation and ghost into the image that if you were going to use this on a call or for streaming, then you're going to get laughed at because people will think that you're using a webcam from 1985. So do yourself a favour and never use this in the dark. Bringing in natural light from outside, and this is a massive improvement, but I'll be honest, I'm still not overwhelmed with the image that we are getting. I was expecting much better from a huge name like Microsoft, but unfortunately this webcam at the moment is falling way short of our expectations. Using a ring light on ourselves, and again this slightly improves the image, but it just doesn't look crisp. I will say that the colours it produces do look decent, but it's not going to make up for the blurry image that we are getting from it though. So still feeling really disappointed with this webcam. Focusing on a small Lego character, and this wasn't too bad. Still not completely crisp, but you can get a few inches away from the lens before it completely loses focus. Focusing on text, and once again this wasn't too bad. You can get close, and whilst it will be a little fuzzy, it is perfectly usable if you were to use this like a visualizer to display text. Loading up OBS and using the chroma key filter to remove our green screen, and this did a very good job at removing it. There's a little green outline around our arm, but this could be to do with our lighting setup, and this can be adjusted using the settings in OBS. Now this is where we normally do our microphone test, but when we tried to add the microphone in OBS, it wasn't on the list, so we loaded up Audacity instead, and we had the same issue with the microphone not being there. Doing a quick Google search, and it turns out that you have to install the Microsoft Accessory Center to enable the microphone, which makes absolutely no sense to me, and I imagine this is going to catch a lot of people out when they first use the webcam. After installing, we do get the option to enable the microphone, but when we do this, we are prompted with a message saying that it isn't certified for Microsoft Teams. This is a Microsoft webcam, and Teams is by Microsoft. How can this webcam not be certified? Anyway, this is what the mic sounds like. This is what the microphone sounds like on the Microsoft Modern webcam. It sounds pretty shocking. The Microsoft Accessory Center does give you some basic options to change brightness, contrast, saturation and sharpness, as well as a number of options for the white balance, so you can have a play around with these to try and improve your overall image, but we still couldn't get ourselves a crisp picture. With Windows Hello being used more often, you would think that this webcam would be compatible, but once again, it's not, which is really unusual, as again, it's a Microsoft webcam. Windows Hello is a Microsoft product, and it just doesn't work. I haven't been this disappointed since they took Bullseye off TV. Sitting directly in front of it with natural light coming in and having a light behind us, and it shows how the image looks blurry and really lacking that crispness. We have seen much cheaper webcams perform better. An example of one is the Creative Live Cam Sync, which is currently available for just £24.99 and produces a much clearer image, and you have the added bonus that you don't need to install any additional software for the microphone to work. If you have the Microsoft HD 3000 webcam and wondered if it was worth upgrading to this, then I would advise against it. It will give you a better image, but for the cost of the Microsoft Modern, you would be better to just shop around.